And what's usually regarded as America's game, this showdown hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Filled with tradition and pageantry, it's a game unlike any other, and one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the honor and privilege to sing second. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Ravens in Baltimore, Maryland. As we'll see, the Army Black Knights taking on a team from Conference USA, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Black Knights will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. The Army-Navy game is always full of twists. Last year, just a week after the Black Knights of the Hudson had won the American Conference Championship, a resurgent Navy squad with emphasis took the victory in America's game.
Yeah, Navy put up points early and often and made Army throw the football. And Jesse, we know how that goes. This is not a throw team like that. Neither one of these teams want to throw the ball consistently. Army with 3 picks a year ago because they got put in that situation. I bet they're going to be focusing on that today.
Yeah, there are some games where Army throws the ball just 3 times a game. 3 interceptions, that was the difference. You know what you're going to see in this one. It's triple option Navy, triple option Army, and which defense does a better job playing assignment football and shutting that down?
Looking to throw, it's Horvat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Navy will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in away at the 37. So Army's offense will go to work for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Gets the back moving, runs through a tackle. Now the pitch. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Gives it on the option. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Sends it back in motion. Give to the single back. Powers through the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give to the big fullback. Oh, better look out. And see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Off the play fake. Working that left side now. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Trying to get the edge on the right. Hard running there. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Hit as he throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He'll pull it on the read. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. The Midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. They want to run this quarterback. There he goes! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Horvat. Caught in the backfield. It's Bryant. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Black Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Leaves it with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Midshipmen will try to convert on 3rd down as we open this period. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Horvat. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And wings it incomplete. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. He's got it. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll go to the ground.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run the sneak for it. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Horvat. Spins away. Caught over the middle, it's Kent. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And that's tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. And Navy will go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
On the option. Now the toss. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Navy will have to punt it away. He's got it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. On the option. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Midshipmen. The defense putting points on the board.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a fifth. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Navy offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game.
Oh, he's got some space. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Now on the option. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Trying play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Navy will have to punt it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Sends it back in motion. The option look. And bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Black Knights headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly complete. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unleashes it. Got a man in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Wants to throw again. He makes the grab. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quarterback on the keeper. Creates a little space. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we're 2 quarters from finding out who's going to sing second, and already Army and Navy have hit some high notes. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The big fullback's got it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Slithers into space. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Now on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. To the air, it's Coleman. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They'll give it to the back. They stop him in his tracks, trying to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. And the Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here comes the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Horvath. He slings it deep to the left. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now this offense is back on the field. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on! And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking for space. It's Reed. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense working from the pistol. They'll run the option. Shakes off the defender. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Goes to the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. Breaks the tackle. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Navy will go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Horvath. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it himself and gets the first. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, Oftentimes, your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Fullback's got it. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
And here comes the Navy offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Trying to beat the D deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Option look, it's Coleman. He breaks a tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Punt is in the air. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. And he knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air, it's Coleman. Rushes on him. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Dixon. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Army! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Running into the open space. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on 2nd and inches. Finding open areas. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. On the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now on the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Made a defender miss. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. He'll ride his man on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the run, now to throw. Got a little space. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. Here's the handoff. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Navy will have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Looking downfield, it's Horvat. Bringing the heat. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. Third and goal. Let's it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job. Get the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The option look. The pitch. Runs through the tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll run the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He smashes his way through again. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Navy!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Finds his tight end. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Got his man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Caught in the backfield. It's Reed.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
Punts it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's knocked out of bounds, and he still had a long way to go, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. So Navy beats Army, and it is tradition for the victors as both teams sing their alma mater. The victors sing second, and that honor will go to the Midshipmen. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.